Welcome to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, here with Pastor John McClain of Veteran Rescue Mission. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's my favorite day of the week.
Another beautiful Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm still here after the event, but we're good.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, you look a little redder than I saw you before the weekend, but yeah.
That's frostbite.
Oh, okay, good.
But yeah, we're here with Pastor John McClain and Ron Arenas, and they are the guys next door.
We are.
Yeah, we
Thank
are.
you.
And how you doing, Ron?
I'm doing well.
Bet
I'm doing well.
You're losing your mind a little bit too. I mean,
Yeah. It was a cold week in Tucson, so we've been running both for our plumbing services and our heating services.
Yeah, I had the misfortune of coming across a plumbing guy on the interstate, and he was just flying, and everybody just had to get out of his way because he was just going crazy.
Yeah, and you're a Tucson guy. We were talking about it earlier. You remember February of 2011.
Oh, I drove back from Texas through all of that. I was actually in Houston for business, and I drove back. I was supposed to actually work through that day and then hang out with my boss that night. And it turned out that, I was watching the storm. I called my brother, who's a meteorologist for the Air Force. He said, get out. And I booked it. Luckily, I had four-wheel drive, but I-10 was closing literally right behind me as I was driving down. And I've never seen so many wrecks in my life. But this is definitely much milder than
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
Yeah.
Have you? So to you, Ron, have you seen like a lot of burst pipe calls and that type of stuff this year?
A few.
Yeah. Nothing serious. Nothing crazy.
Serious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing too terrible. Well,
No.
I know that the water main broke at my daughter's high school, and she didn't have any school on Tuesday. They just said, don't come.
Nice. Yeah. Nowadays they don't even care. They're like, no worries. I'll make it up one day.
I think legally they can't have school without water. Because of the bathrooms and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So yeah, good for the kids. I'm sure they're happy.
Yes. No, she wasn't. She was like, I want to go to school, because then she just had to deal with me talking to clients all day. And it was boring. One of the things that we did last week is we went to Roadrunner Coffee.
Roadrunner Coffee Company.
There you go. Roasting company.
No, I think it's Coffee Company. Yeah, because
Okay.
It's Roadrunner Coffee Company.
Well, they're not sponsors, so it doesn't matter. We'll just call them whatever we want.
They did allow us
we went there though. Yeah, it was cool.
their patio in the freezing rain. It was great.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Thank you for that.
I gave you my coat.
We got to experience Pastor John in the freezing rain.
I know. It was fun. I made the best of it. I definitely try to tough it out for you guys. But yeah, Coffee with the Guys Next Door, brought to you by Picture Rocks Cleaning and Plumbing this week, was toasty, frosty. Yeah.
We tried to put you in between us so that you get a little bit warm.
And thankfully Wesley did give me his like little warm astronaut like vest thing. So yeah, I was able to hack through it without my jaw shivering the whole entire time.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was some good coffee. I ended up getting the cold brew.
You did. You got a nice coffee when it was like 40 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was smart enough to get something with ice in it as well. So I got like one of their signature drinks. I think a peach cream something
smoothie.
Yeah,
they have some smoothies. They have good drinks there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
A really nice selection as well.
Yeah.
And the owner is a really nice guy. I did get to talk to him a little bit as we're leaving, and hopefully he's going to do ERC with Sean Smiley.
Nice.
And unfortunately, we won't see him today, but hopefully he's going to be calling in. So that'll be good. And just really quick, without these amazing people, we would not be able to do the show. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Kiki Rogers with Country Financial Insurance, Vero Premium Beef, ERC Junction, Veteran Rescue Mission, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, Bella's Gelato, Dirty Cactus Soap, and Mafia Kitchen.
What's a cannoli?
What's a cannoli? And and I had my fill of cannolis yesterday too.
Nice.
Wow.
You love
okay.
cannolis, so yeah,
I
that was a
do.
good day.
No,
No.
I don't eat dairy very often.
Okay.
So
So,
no.
yeah. It was good up until you had to deal with the consequences of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But some amazing briskets,
Such
good
is life.
turnout,
Ah, okay.
and looking forward to it. So, or looking forward to the next one.
Mm.
Right.
In fact, the next one we're going to be up at and of course you're invited, Ron. But we're going to be up at Barbecue and Blues car show. And that one is at Oro Valley Marketplace, and we're going to actually be hosting it for Saka, which is really great.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's
look
right
forward to
around the
that.
corner from you. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we just skip
hour
over there,
around
and,
the
then,
corner.
and we'll
Yeah.
take a train.
I might sleep at my grandparents' house,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
there you
is
go.
at McGee and Oracle.
Oh, okay.
And now you know why I live on the other side of the world.
We thought it was because John and I lived.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I-
We thought you could only take so much of us. So
Yeah.
you just want to see us once a week in studio. That's it.
I wanted some land, and I didn't want a new build, and there's no houses that are really great out there. That's really the only reason I ended up where I did. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, a little isolation doesn't hurt nobody. Give you some time to think as you drive an hour in town.
Yeah, hang out
Yeah.
with the javelina and coyotes. I almost put those two words together. It was going to be
Hi,
interesting.
Javelinas.
The bobcat, though, that was that one. He could just not hang out in my backyard. That'd be great. My
yeah.
dogs don't appreciate it.
I could imagine not.
We have a bobcat that comes around. He's been at our house for years.
Yeah?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mine's the size of. I swear, the first time I saw him, I thought it was a mountain lion.
Oh wow.
Not kidding.
That's
I was
pretty
like,
big.
That is a big cat.
Yeah.
And that is not one of my dogs.
Yeah. Ours is probably about 40 pounds. 40, 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. You could take that easy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't mess with you.
I actually planned it out with my neighbors. I was like, yeah, if I go out and it like jumps me or something like that, you guys come running because everybody will wake up.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, one of my wife's friends just recently had a couple javelina outside her car as she was getting home one night, and she actually slept in her car overnight because she was so
Wow.
frightened. And now she's having issues with actually going out at night because of the situation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Javelinas are terrifying. Okay, I mean they're probably the only wildlife in Tucson that I will not mess with.
They don't see very well.
I don't eat them because I have plenty of people that try to feed me the javelina. They're gross. I don't mess with them, and I avoid them at all costs.
Interesting. Yeah, I just see them as I'm driving. I've never kind of interacted with one, but yeah, I almost felt like it was laughable that she would be so afraid of javelinas like that. But
I have them in my yard quite often.
yeah, I see them in our neighborhood all the time.
So they don't see very well, but they do smell terrible.
Yeah, they do. They do. And they walk kind of clumsily. They do. They're very loud walkers, so you can hear them because they're turning over rocks and just they don't care.
Yeah. That's because they're mean. They're terrifying. In fact, producer Tina, we were during Halloween time. We had some pumpkins out front for decoration.
Oh, they would love those.
And they don't eat the carved ones, but they do eat the whole ones.
They won't eat
Interesting.
Did you have a candle or something in the carved one?
Nope, they just I don't know.
That's interesting.
And so we had some whole ones, and they were on our front patio at like 3:00 in the morning, and she's out there trying to fight them off. I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
Interesting. Yeah, she shouldn't do that
Yeah.
at all. She
Nope.
should definitely send
No.
you out there.
They'll eat
if
your
anything.
flowers.
or
they'll
just
eat-
let them have it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just pumpkins.
With
It's
my
not
air
that big a
horn.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'll call it.
Exactly. I had to register that for a second because, like, I know you. I'm sure you got more than an air horn, buddy.
Yeah. It sounds like an air horn. No, I'm kidding. But no, good times, good stuff.
Yeah. I'm glad we did. Went to Roadrunners Coffee. Where are we going this coming week?
Oh my goodness, we're going to. It's on University Boulevard.
Is it Lucha?
Cafe Luce.
Cafe Luce.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So definitely keep an eye out for that. If you guys haven't caught the different Coffee with the Guys Next Door bits, go to the Guys Next Door radio show Facebook page, as well as on to the Tucson Tasty show Facebook page. You'll see all the cool stuff that we do with Coffee with the Guys Next Door there. But it's been
you get to actually
cool.
see the faces behind the mic. Yeah, you get to match us up and
just the on location segments we've been doing. It has its own flavor. It's
definitely.
It's been cool little conversations we've been having.
And we love local. We love going to local coffee shops and talking to the owners, talking to the managers, getting some of their coffee, getting their story. And that's what it's all about, just supporting the community.
That's exactly right. In fact, the owner invited us out, so that's why we're going where we're going.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will see you after this short break with Vera Oral Premium Beef. Sonora's going to be on. Not Sonoida. Wait.
They're from Sonoida. They're in Sonoida.
They're from Sonoida.
Yeah, she's Sonora.
And it's Sonora. Okay. I apologize profusely. That is, anyway, so I'm Wesley Source, host of the Tucson Tasty Show. We'll be right back. Special thank you to our sponsors, Kiki Rogers of Country Financial Insurance, Vero Premium Beef, Veteran Rescue Mission, Guys Next Door, Pitcher Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, Dirty Cactus Soap, ERC Junction, and Mafia Kitchen. I'm your host, Wesley Source. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, here with Pastor John McClain, the illustrious.
Yeah, I'll take it.
The incredible.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I feel the same way about you, friend. Yeah, I think not too long from now, you will be surpassing my illustriousness without a doubt.
Oh, come on.
You're a powerhouse, man. Powerhouse.
We'll figure it out together, right?
Yeah, we're a team. For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. You have to constantly, I wouldn't say remind me, but we have to constantly touch base with each other, remind each other. We're a team, bud.
Yeah.
We're a team, man.
Well, that's how teams work, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They work together, or they're off in their own world. And
So. I like to think of myself as the quarterback, and you're my left tackle. That is like really kind of protects me from things I need and paves the way for me.
Your blind side.
You're my blind side, bud.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
You didn't think I was going to get that, did you?
Oh, no, I know you would. I know you would. Yeah, you got a big brain.
Well, we're here with Sonora from Sonoida, where Vera Oral Premium Beef is, and Vera Oral Ranch. Yes. And I screwed that up on as we were going out, but that is my apologies.
Yeah, you were Sonoida last segment. So
that's all right.
Sonoida,
it would not be the first time.
Yeah,
just put that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my name's John McClain, and from Die Hard, so you can just imagine I've been getting it as well. So
I just avoid him during Christmas. We're good.
Yeah.
I always look up in my ductwork, see if he's crawling through there.
Yeah, I may. I might just.
And that is Ron Arenas of the Guys Next Door. Listen for them next month. They're going to have their own show. He's going to have his own show. And, of course, with Pastor John and everybody else, but the Guys Next Door. And we're going to be doing coffee and everything else. So we got Sonora, Ron, John, and Wesley. See, I can get names right.
Yeah, you're
there
good.
You
you're good.
And we got Tom and Tina and
that is Sakura.
Yeah.
Beautiful name.
There we go. We've got some little ones in the studio, which is great. We love kids.
We love the kids.
Yep. Well, you love kids more. I mean, you have like 7.
We have a lot of kids. Well, between the two of us, we have 10. So let's not act like you ain't got no kids too.
That's
and I guess,
fair.
and Ron, you have what, 3 boys?
Yeah.
So we got
3 boys.
13 kids among
We
the
could
men
start a
here.
basketball team.
We could, yeah.
Yeah. And we got some point guards, some power forwards, some centers. Yeah, we got all the different positions.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And I'm the crazy coach that nobody wants to hang out with. Their coach assistant or something, whatever.
And I'm the exuberant dad in the crowd just screaming so that it's annoying everybody so they can't actually hear the game. And then I get kicked out by the referee for using language I probably shouldn't use at a little kids game, especially as a pastor.
So with and this is the Tucson Tasty Show, so of course we've got to thank our amazing sponsors: Kiki Rogers of Country Financial Insurance, Vero Premium Beef, ERC Junction, Veteran Rescue Mission, Bella's Gelato, Pitcher Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Dirty Cactus Soap, and Mafia Kitchen. And we are here with Vero or VEPremiumBeef.com. Again, that's VEPremiumBeef.com.
Yep.
What's new in your world?
So, rolling into the new year, got some exciting new launches that we rolled out
Nice.
the end of December, beginning of the new year. So, what's exciting for us that I brought to share with everybody today, I made sure I had snacks.
Oh, nice.
We relaunched our snack stick and jerky lines. We've got new packaging, new
I
flavors.
can't wait for the next segment where we get to
And
try those.
I know,
Sorry,
right?
Ron.
Oh,
Oh, Ron doesn't get to sit in on that?
You were listening to last show when I said I was really sad I didn't get some of that jerky when I was out there last, huh?
I remember. So
Thank
we got
you so
covered
much.
now.
See?
I would like to brag about Sonora here for a second. Yeah, Sonora. And
from Sonoyta.
from Sonoyta. Thank you. Sonora from Sonoyta. If I remember that, I'm good.
Yeah.
But sorry, technical difficulties over here, but we're good.
And it's all in your brain. But go on.
she came out of the woodwork to support us today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last
She stepped
minute.
up.
I
Yeah,
mean,
she did.
would we give you an hour notice to be on the show?
A little more, a couple hours, yeah. But we made it work.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Anyways, go ahead. Your the beef.
Yeah, so
Snacks.
we've launched this new line, and it's been really exciting. So previously we had a couple small places in Sonoyta that sold our goods retail, and we've actually expanded. We just started securing some places in Tucson. We've got some places in Benson that are coming on board. So you're actually gonna be able to
Congratulations.
buy our jerky and snack sticks retail across southern
wow.
Arizona.
Very
so
nice.
it's kind of
Nice.
exciting.
It is amazing.
And they
Yeah.
don't put any kind of anything in it. It just tastes good. I mean,
Mm.
it's just that good.
I can't wait to taste
They're from
it.
the jerky cows.
They're jerky cows. That's right.
That's
It
right.
is.
Yeah.
You guys, That's right. You guys saw the jerky cows.
We
so,
did, yeah.
So these are going to be grass fed as well. So that's
All
something
right.
kind of exciting and new that we're adding.
So the beef jerky is actually my favorite style of beef jerky. I don't know what your favorite style of beef jerky is, Ron or John or anybody. What is your favorite type of?
My favorite type is like actually drier than what we offer. I like the
Uh-huh.
stuff that's like paper that kind of snaps. I like very very dry.
Oh,
That,
wow.
thin,
stuff's, that
old
stuff's
school
good too.
jerky.
Yep, yep.
But our jerky is what we call a cowboy jerky, so it is a little bit drier. It is not going to be soft like a Jack Link's or something. That you're. Hold on, sorry.
But it's
Yeah,
it
some of
doesn't
the
snap,
jerky
it's
is
a little bit.
some of the jerky's too soft. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you said. Yeah, I
where
like it a
where
little
you're
bit drier.
When you're
Yeah.
grabbing it and you're putting, it's like juicy when you bite into it. That's a little weird, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
jerky, I don't like that type of jerky.
Yeah, I agree.
So those chunks that you get in the bag, it's like, okay, so what did you have to put in this
Mhm.
to make it shelf stable?
You guys are really making me question my connoisseurness around jerky. Like I really felt like I was a jerky guy. Like I knew my stuff, but as I'm processing through, like you guys have really thought this out much more than I have. But I love beef jerky, whether it's the stick or it's like the flattened stuff. Like I love it all, but I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. Yeah.
So you just compared the beef snacks or the sticks to the beef jerky, or those aren't both beef jerky?
They're different.
I can actually, I will give him this one. I have a ton of people that come in and ask for jerky.
And that's
And
what
they're
looking
talking
for?
about the snack
Really?
sticks. Yeah, a lot of people call them
Mhm.
jerky. So
Yeah.
I didn't grow up
My
like
life's
that,
over.
but it's
Yeah.
you know.
Would you compare the beef sticks more to like a sausage almost?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
They're not, but they're kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I just to use a corporate name example, like a Slim Jim kind of
Yeah,
an idea.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but these are so much better than they don't
They,
get
Oh,
are,
yeah.
they are
Yeah.
much better. They're
Mhm.
not as greasy. They're way more flavorful, and I
Mm.
mean it's local beef, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Make my mouth water.
So you like the loose bag, or you like the sticks, John?
I like the sticks, and then they have like the little sticks that are like little flat sticks,
Mm-hmm.
and then I like the little bag with the little chunks that you can eat.
The little bites.
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
Just
Yeah.
don't grab my jerky. We're good.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you're taken care of.
And you have some different flavors of the beef
Yeah.
sticks here.
Yeah, we do. So we actually launched 6 flavors. I brought our 3 popular ones for you guys today, but we offer original, jalapeno, hot and spicy, cracked pepper, mesquite barbecue, and a maple bacon.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
They
And,
all sound
um,
delicious.
Yeah, we almost didn't go with the maple bacon. We weren't really sure how it would be received, and it has kind of been the winning underdog. It's done really well, and it's actually one of our most popular flavors. So
okay. If you ever need some outside testing for these flavors,
Yeah,
I'm sure that
I'm
you could
sure I could
bring them
find
to this
some
room.
guys
See,
for
I tell
that.
everybody how good a guy
That's a
Ron
great
is.
idea.
They never believe me, but look at you.
I'll
Such a
work for
sweet
jerky.
tester.
Yeah.
Work for jerky.
Come out, do some maintenance on the air conditioning for a couple
remember
bags
that.
of
You
jerky.
better watch out.
What else? All right, so these are just the snacks, and
Yes, yeah.
you do have a full array of other beef-based products.
Yeah, so of course we have those were the snack sticks. We do have the jerky as well. So that's original teriyaki and mesquite. And that does come in 3-ounce resealable bags, which was something, it's so simple, but so exciting for us because previously it was just a vacuum seal bag.
Yeah.
So we felt like it was it was a big step up. And, but so we have all of those. And then we also have some frozen things. We do smoked sausages, smoked all beef hot dogs. And then we also do what we've dubbed Ian's Bougie Burgers.
Ooh.
Yes.
And those are going to be, they're pre-made patties with different cheeses or seasonings in them. So
Wow.
those are something that we're also offering that we just launched with all of this stuff as well. So it's again, it's been really exciting. We
Right.
have like labels on things, like we just really stepping in the right direction. So
Yeah.
we're looking forward to what 2024 holds.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exciting.
Yeah, we actually did for New Year's. We did the bone-in beef shank, which is Thor's hammer.
Oh, yeah. We
and-
saw that when we did the tour. Yeah.
And it was absolutely just incredible, and it did exactly what I was hoping it would do, and just self-marinated almost, and then
Just fell apart in
put-
your mouth, probably.
I actually had tinfoil between it and potatoes I put underneath of it, and those you brown the potatoes, and then you put them underneath, and then you take it off, and while the beef's resting, because you still need it rested for about 30 minutes,
Right.
because of the size, but those potatoes crisp up the rest of the way. Absolutely just delicious. Best baked potatoes you've ever had.
Wow, very
and,
nice.
and crispy.
I'll have to remember that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I've got videos. Look for that later on the YouTube channel. But thank you so much for joining us on this part of the Tucson Tasty Show. We will be back with Tasty Bites brought to you by ERC Junction, and we have a special guest, Kiki Rogers of Country Financial, who's going to help us out with that. And we'll see you. Thank you to our sponsors. Kiki Rogers, Country Financial Insurance, Ferrero Premium Beef, ERC Junction, Veteran Rescue Mission, Pitcher Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Dirty Cactus Soap, and Mafia Kitchen. Stay tasty, Tucson. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, here with Pastor John McClain, and as promised, we have some amazing guests here. We have Kiki Rogers of Country Financial Insurance and Kiki's best friends, and Sonora from Sonoita, and we have a new the youngest guest on the show
That's true.
ever.
That's true.
And go ahead and introduce her.
This is
For
my
everyone at
this is
home.
my youngest daughter. This is Sakura, and she's just here for the tasty bites. Let me tell
Right.
you.
She is. I
You
see
and me
that.
both, honey.
Those look amazing. I don't know if we have Sean on the phone. I think we did miss out on bringing him with, but let's talk about ERC Junction really quick. And one of the things that I love about ERC Junction is the fact that he will look at the ERC credit from the IRS and he doesn't charge you a penny. If you don't get anything back, he doesn't charge you. And I believe that he's going to take a second look at
We've been talking.
Yeah, you even bring up the second look. If you've already gotten some of your employee retention credit, but want someone just to take another look and see if there's some money on the table that may have been missed. I've heard that a lot where people said my accountant took care of it all, and then they met with Sean and found more money.
Right. And there's a couple restaurants, and they got more than 120% back than what they had gotten originally. And it just, he knows that he's specialized in it. And when it comes to tax code and tax laws, if, I don't know, that sounds
And it's
confusing.
a legit credit
I
coming
don't know
back
if
to
you've
the
ever
place.
read that. I mean, I can read a contract pretty well, I think.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
But when I look at IRS, it's another language. It's from another planet.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things. It has to be your cup of tea because it can start looking like Mandarin real quick. For sure.
Well, luckily we have them to handle that for us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely. And so, Sean's not here to introduce it, so we're going to the Tasty Bites with John, brought to you by ERC Junction. That's ERC Junction. And if you're interested, or if you just want to take a second look, or if you just have a question, go to ercjunction.com. That's ercjunction.com. Check out my friend Sean Smiley, and he'll be able to take care of you and help you out. And back to Tasty Bites with John.
Yeah.
Are you pretty excited? What do we have?
Extremely excited because the last time that we had Sonora from Sonoita without Sakura, right? Is there?
I'm just laying on the tongue twisters. That's good.
I was talking about how I so badly wanted to get some of the, what do we call it?
The snack sticks or the jerky?
Either of it. I wanted to get. I wanted to get
any and all. Yeah, it was all jerky.
I wanted to get some jerky from the place. I mean, that was the top of mind when I went out there. It's half of the only reason I went out there, and then I forgot to get some. So she was kind enough to bring some so I can try it out, and I'm excited. This may go toward the top of the list of John's Tasty Bites. So
you've had some tough competition.
I have. Well, I did have lobster a couple weeks ago, so that's a little bit hard to beat.
I didn't get invited to that show.
Hang on, you didn't just get a lobster; you got a Boston lobster.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Why was I not invited to that episode?
Right.
It was good. I brought the whole thing. It was the first time I brought everything home and wouldn't let anybody have anything.
I don't eat lobster, so he got
that was good. That was the only reason I actually won that fight.
There was a tamale. So Gary Hickey came in. Chef Gary Hickey. He's with Flores Concepts or Charo Steak and Del Rey, and he's absolutely incredible chef. But he brought in this lobster with a tamale stuffed in it.
Yeah.
No way.
And it's actually a menu item. So you can go into Charo Steak and say, I want the lobster with the tamale. And because we got to get his plate back to himself.
I actually have it in my car. So
perfect. We'll get it back to him
for
tonight.
sure.
I'm going to Charo Steak.
Yeah, there you go.
But that lobster, I don't know how much that is on the menu, but it'd be worth it. You know, it'd be worth paying $100 for that dish. Don't look at me like that. No, it'd be worth it.
The claw. There we go. I'm trying to figure out words. I'm done with words after this weekend, but the claw was the size of my fist. I mean, it was just this massive claw. You said your 16-year-old just went.
He went hog wild on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like in this the amount of meat in that thing, it was like eating a steak. It was ginormous.
That's what you get with those lobsters from the northeast. United States.
You guys are making me hungry. What do we
have
today?
We're just
Sonora.
We're just talking about
you guys are really setting the bar high right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So today I brought some of our mesquite jerky, and then I also brought maple bacon, cracked pepper, and jalapeno snack sticks. So
what would you like to try?
What
the
do you want to
jalapeno,
try?
Please.
The jalapeno snack sticks.
He's going straight for the heat, guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take. Usually
they're not terribly spicy.
Well, I want to try that mesquite jerky. I love beef jerky, and I'm usually pescatarian, but I have a hankering for beef jerky when I go on a
there we go.
You're pescatarian. That's weird. I'm Gemini.
I do cheat. But
what are we saying?
No wonder she's over here mouth watering out the lobster.
She's like, that's mine. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. Sakura is here for food security.
I like that a lot. And you can definitely taste, like you're saying, not as greasy, doesn't taste as like processed, kind of like you don't know what's in it. Like with this, it definitely I mean, I don't know if this is a compliment or this is a derogatory, depending on what audience we're speaking to, but it tastes like a healthy jerky.
There we go.
I mean, you can read the ingredients. I can actually understand these ingredients: beef, water, salt, dried jalapenos. That's amazing. Can you just grab any beef stick or jerky and read ingredients so you understand?
No, that's usually what I look for. Now I don't have to look very far because I can just text Sonora.
And so how do we find this product if we want to buy more?
Yes, so you can order through our website. You can always come down and visit our storefront in Sonoyta. And that's at 3282 Highway 82 in Sonoyta. So if you're looking for a nice little drive, you can come down. And what's really exciting is that now you can start to find these at retail locations around southeastern Arizona. So
how exciting.
Houghton Meat Market just launched us here in Tucson. Rocking K Market in Vail in the Rincon Valley. Benson Feed Supply is going to be picking it up. Sonoyta Mercantile Co. in Sonoyta, obviously. Down there, we've also got the Corner Scoop, Carnivales, and 3x3 Feed. And that's just kind of the start of our list. And we're slowly but surely adding as we go. And hopefully you'll be able to find these on some shelves and local mom and pop stores here all over pretty quick.
And that's vepremiumbeef.com.
That is correct, yes.
Or Sonora's personal phone number. No, I'm kidding.
So what's your favorite selection of the jerky?
So on the jerky, the mesquite is my favorite. On the snack sticks, it's kind of a toss-up. I love spicy food, so usually I go for spicier flavors. But the maple bacon just there's something special about it. Yeah, you guys can definitely here. We'll go this way if you guys want to try those.
I'm eating the jalapeno now. Nice heat, light flavor.
It's got
without
good flavor.
being overwhelming.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the jalapeno. The hot and spicy is kind of more of like a red pepper flake flavor.
Yeah.
Cracked pepper is obviously you get that pepper.
No, that one's good.
And then what am I missing? Oh, the mesquite barbecue. That's kind of that sweet barbecue-y flavor with a little bit of smoke. And then original's original. It's kind of why I brought the flavors for you guys, and not to downplay the original at all. If you like a good beef stick, it's got really good flavor.
No, it is.
So I just wanted to bring something a little bit different.
Speaking from a mother, I know my kids really struggled eating meat and protein, and I see your daughter is just chowing away here. What's her favorite? What's something you'd recommend for families?
I saw her just go through everything, so I don't think she has a favorite. She just likes the food.
All.
Yes, so she likes the maple bacon, but that's because the maple bacon words are pink. She picked that solely on color. But both my kids, they will eat snack sticks. I actually send them as small snacks in their lunch boxes throughout the day. They both go to preschool, so I supply snacks. And I'll cut them up into little bites, and we'll do that and some cheese. And it's a great way to get some protein to them, and they love it.
Now, I don't know about you, John, but everybody has that story about the emery that they hate the most. And I actually have a few emeries that I hate the most. Okay. Most of them. But it was scrambled egg because it was just not good. Or the omelet one. It was scrambled egg or omelet. And then there was a meat stick one. And it literally said meat stick. And you open it up and it's in barbecue sauce. So every time I see one of these, I'm like traumatized by this. And then I tried it because you were kind enough to let us try it. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to eat it. And it's good. It's just good. And then the other thing is with the beef snacks, typically you're burping it up the rest of the day. Not at all. Nothing. I mean, it's easy on your system and everything else, so it doesn't have all those preservatives and everything else that you typically get. So thank you so much for making this because
I actually enjoyed
this might become part of my diet.
I enjoyed all the meals ready to eat, surprisingly enough, because actually that's what we survived off of the first 6 months in Iraq. Like that was our what we ate. But I definitely remember many complaints for the meals ready to eat for sure.
Well, these are very good. Thank you to Vera Earl.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Thanks for having us, guys.
And we'll be right back. I'm your host, of the Tucson Tasty Show, brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission, and a special thank you to all of our sponsors: Kiki Rogers with Country Financial Insurance, Vera Earl Premium Beef, ERC Junction, Veteran Rescue Mission, Pitcher Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Dirty Cactus Soap, and Mafia Kitchen. John, do you have anything else?
This is really good.
Yeah, it is really good. And stay tasty, Tucson. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show, the tastiest radio show in town.
It is. That's true.
You just can't smell or eat it.
Yeah. Well, it depends.
I don't recommend eating the chips that
Or you could
the show is broadcast on.
You could try to take a bite out of your monitor watching it on YouTube, but yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Probably not as delicious as this amazing jerky that
I know. I'm still eating this jerky and the cracked
pepper.
I know.
You didn't. This is supposed to be John's Tasty Bites. Tasty Bites with Pastor John McClain. Not eat all of my food and only let me have 1 or 2 bites with Pastor John McClain. That's a really long name.
When you say that, I'm reminded of the Sermon on the Mount.
Okay.
Where Jesus fed everyone.
Well, he did feed everyone. He got some food too, though. Goodness.
Doesn't say Jesus didn't eat.
Yeah. Jesus got to eat too. Goodness.
You guys crack me up. Well, I can see why they're fighting over this, folks, because this Vera Earl premium beef, the sticks and the jerky is phenomenal, and so glad to hear we can purchase it directly from the ranch or from the local stores, you were saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, that's
a little distracted over here.
We got a little one with us.
That's the best distraction right there.
It is. It's good. And I'll tell you what, they are my toughest critics. So she's sitting here eating them, they're pretty darn good.
Yes. Absolutely. And they don't lie, especially at this age. They definitely don't lie.
They do.
If she thought you had a fat butt and an ugly face, she's gonna let you know.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I did want to remind everybody that's out in Radio Land and YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else that we're at. If you have a question or a recommendation, email the Tucson Tasty Show at gmail.com. And the best question will not only be read on the air during the next show, you'll also win a dinner at the Arizona Sands Club in the north end of the Arizona Stadium.
Oh, what a nice offer.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can write in. You could get a free dinner, Kiki.
Absolutely. Whoever has the best question, it's out to everybody.
Interesting. What is the meaning of life? Does that count?
Pertaining to food and the show. See?
Well, food can be the meaning of life.
It is the meaning of life.
Our need.
It's our meaning of life for this show,
we wouldn't
for sure.
have life.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a very good life. I mean, can you imagine
not
if
for long.
all you had to eat was flavorless, tasteless, textureless?
You were in the military.
Yeah.
That's why
he
was
in the Air Force. It's very different when it comes to the food.
Is it better food in the Air Force than the Army?
If we don't build a dining facility first, we don't have a base.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully we have other suppliers here in Tucson. So thank you so much for coming in.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me. It's always fun to stop in, and a little different this time because I provided the food. But
yeah. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, you're the focus of the show today. So
I think in the past when we had you bring the food, we actually prepared it at home and then talked about it later. So this was cool.
We showed off frozen cuts the last time. So
and I had some of that ground beef, that like premium, top notch, bougie Billy.
I know what I'm doing for dinner tonight now. No,
I had a chance to actually have some of your brisket because Wes and Tina invited my husband and family and I over for New Year's Eve.
That was the beef shank.
That was the beef shank. Okay, forgive me, but
it
was from Vera Earl.
It was Vera Earl premium beef.
Yes.
And what I seasoned it with now. This is a testament to the quality of beef because when I don't put anything but salt and pepper and maybe a little olive oil on the outside, that means that it's a good cut of beef.
And that was very, very good.
I didn't do anything but salt and pepper on it, and it was melt in your mouth, and the flavor on it was incredible. And then that bone marrow, because it was a bone-in beef shank, so all of it just comes right out the top, and it was absolutely incredible and just delicious, and
but yet lean.
My mouth is just watering. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're good.
And so as soon as we left, my husband Aaron asked, "How can I get this kind of beef? You can't get it at the grocery stores around here, can you?
Not
They're
yet.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can someone get in touch with Vera Earl or find you guys if you wanted to purchase some meat?
So again, as Wesley says, you can find us online at vepremiumbeef.com. And you can also, if you Google Vera Earl Premium Beef, we will pop right up for you. And you can come visit our storefront down in Sonoyta. And we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. And you can come right in. You pick out your own cuts of meat. We don't just go in the back and grab something. It's not pre-order. We'll sell it by the cut. You can leave with 1 pound of ground beef. You can leave with half a cow.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like a candy store for beef, Except for not like a butcher shop necessarily. It's like literally like a candy store for beef, and they just open up their refrigerators, and then you hear these angels go, ah.
Well,
and then
everybody
and then
thought I was weird when I was saying that, I want to go chew on that cow over there, but that's because I can see the cuts of beef, and I know it's in there.
Yeah, and when you bit the cow, that was weird, but yeah, we just rolled with it.
Hey, there's a first for everything.
It was a full moon. I take no responsibility.
Anyways, yeah, but you can come down and visit us, and we'll help you through it if you don't know anything. And if you do, we'll point you in the right direction. We've got just about every cut you can imagine, and everybody that's there is really knowledgeable and is always willing to help you figure out how to cook it if you have questions. And if you want something special that we don't have, we process weekly, so usually I can get it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing that for me for Christmas, because you saved my Christmas. I would say I saved your bacon, but I saved your beef. You saved my beef.
Nice.
Well
played, Sonora. Well played, Sonora from Sonoita.
We had the bone-in prime ribeye, essentially, right? I mean, premium ribeye, if you will. But it was beyond prime. I mean, the flavor on it was close to a lot of the Wagyu that I've eaten. So, I mean, it's that over-the-top flavor that's just absolutely delicious that you can't get anywhere else. Well, you can get it at other places, but it's a lot more expensive, and it's not locally grown. Speaking of very knowledgeable people, how did you get into your position? What was the kind of the path? I know we've talked about it a little bit, but I mean, you have some incredible background in and education as well. Will you share with our listeners a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's actually kind of a stereotypical, it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's how I initially got the job. That is
life, yes.
One of my best friends from childhood is one of the foremen of one of our ranches.
Okay.
And when my predecessor was stepping back, he actually reached out and asked if I wanted a job. And I had obviously had a full-time job, and then the company I was working for, actually when I had my first son, I went to working from home part-time, and then when COVID came around, I kind of got furloughed, and so I was doing just a stay-at-home mom thing, doing some side projects here and there, but it wasn't a lot, and I had just kind of started looking at getting back into the workforce, and when he got a hold of me with it, I wasn't too sure about it, and but I went ahead and talked, and I had always wanted to end up back in agriculture anyways. My previous job was actually in the beauty industry, so total 180.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I ended up taking the job, and of course, I had learned a lot of this in college, hadn't utilized it for quite a while, and so a lot of it came back rather quickly. And I grew up in the industry, I showed cattle, I did these things, so I had that base knowledge, and I come from an ag family. But because I enjoy it and I love it, like I'm still learning to this day. And that's what I tell people, anybody that comes in, and even our other employees, I'm not sure if I know everything. I don't know everything.
Right.
I'm still learning cuts. I mean, when you stop learning is when you should leave, I guess. I don't know.
I agree with that, because if you're not growing, you're not, if you're not learning, you're not growing. If you're not growing, then you're stagnant, and it's boring.
Yeah.
And usually things die when they stop growing. Traditionally.
That too. But so you have a master's degree in agriculture, is that correct?
I do, yeah. I have my master's in agricultural education, actually.
And you were in the beauty industry after you got that?
No, I actually worked full time while I was going to college.
Okay.
My running joke is I did homework at work and work at school. So I did marketing in the beauty industry for 8 years.
Wow.
And that kind of gave me my base. I wanted to blend. It was kind of an unknown passion. It was a job that fell in my lap. I didn't know I was going to like marketing. I never had the faintest clue that I would go into it. And so what I wanted to do was blend marketing and ag and kind of find something that I could do. And so I actually did my thesis on agritourism within the wine industry in Sonoita. And so I learned a lot about things like value co-creation and interacting with your clients. And so that's something that I feel I do apply here at this job. And, perfect example is transparency, we're always transparent. We'll tell you anything. We'll show you anything. We've had you guys out.
Yep.
You know that we have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
even
something.
took us to the little torture basement and everything. It was great.
I was gonna say you hit that
No
one
one's supposed
tree.
to know about that.
You hit that one tree in that field, and my drone hit it. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was 100% my
for
fault.
sure. I mean, I definitely just speak to that transparency piece.
Absolutely.
Like, I've never. I mean, there's not too many organizations, particularly one like yours, that just like really just pulls you behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like not even like something you were special doing for us because we had cameras and we're a radio show, but like it seems like that's the practice when your customers come in. All right, hey, this is the front. Here, come see our refrigerators full of meat and kind of see how it's done. And if you want to come out to the ranch, that's like 8 million acres, we will show you that. And yeah, it was really intimate experience. I certainly suggest that other people, particularly if you live anywhere near Sonoyta, even if you don't live anywhere near Sonoyta, which is not as far as you'd think, check it out. It's a vibe.
Yeah, and I feel honored because we've actually been invited out there for a couple of the roundups. So I'm looking forward to that in, I think, what is it, April, May?
Yeah, we'll start branding end of March, beginning of April,
Right.
and we'll get you guys out there.
Super excited
sounds
about
like
that.
fun.
And then
That's it.
Well,
That's all.
at the end of the day, again, just remind listeners how they can find Vera Earl Premium Beef, and that's about a
And how they
wrap.
get a hold of
friends.
don't forget to listen and follow us and subscribe on YouTube, the Tucson Tasty Show 520, and also Facebook, Instagram, and we're also on all the podcast platforms. So we'll see you there. Thank you so much for coming into the show today. Thank you, Kiki and Sonora. Thank you to our sponsors. That's Kiki Rogers with Country Financial Insurance, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Veteran Rescue Mission, the guys next door, ERC Junction, and Mafia Kitchen. I'm Wesley Source, host of the Tucson Tasty Show, here with Pastor John McLean, my wingman and co-host. We'll see you next week at the same time, 3 to 4. Stay tasty, Tucson.